Hello guys, good morning. I am Amar Raj, your mathematics teacher, and today I am going to teach you a very important and very interesting chapter named quadratic equation. So guys, let's start our topic quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. So basically, what is quadratic equation? What is its general form? So first we will learn its general form. How we will recognize the given equation is quadratic equation. So the general form is quadratic equation is very important. So general form is look like this: x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is a very important general general form of a quadratic equation. Look very carefully: ax square plus bx plus c. Here x is variable and a, b, c are constants. Here important condition is a should not equal to 0. Important condition is a should not equal to 0 and a, b, c belongs to real number. These a, b, c are real number, and important thing is that a should not equal to 0. Right? So, and a is called what? A is called coefficient of x square. B is called what? B is called coefficient of x, and C is called what? Constant term. C is called constant term. We can take examples of quadratic equation. A very simple example, we can take x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. Is this a quadratic equation? Compare with this. These two look like similar. So this is a quadratic equation. Here coefficient of x square is 1 and the condition is a should not equal to 0. Here coefficient of x square is equal to 1. Hence this is quadratic equation. What are the value of a, b and c? What are the value of a, b and c? Then value of a is coefficient of x square is 1. Value of b is coefficient of x is equal to 1 and constant term is 1. Are you understanding? So other examples can be taken. I am taking some another examples of quadratic equation. 2x square plus 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. This is another form. This is another example of a quadratic equation. If we compare with x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then what we conclude? A is equal to, comparing this equation, a is equal to 2, b is equal to 3, and constant term c is equal to minus 1. Another examples can be taken like this: minus x square plus 2 is equal to 0. Is this compare with this ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0? Comparing both equations, this can be written. This equation can be written like this: x square plus 0 into x plus 2 equal to 0. Now compare a is equal to minus 1. Coefficient of x square is equal to minus 1. B coefficient of x. Here coefficient of x is 0. Are you understanding? Coefficient of x is 0. X term is not here. It means the coefficient of x is 0 and c is equal to 3. Any problem, guys? Another examples can be taken as 5x square plus x is equal to 0. Look at this equation. This equation can be written like this: 5x square plus x plus 0 is equal to 0. Now compare with this: x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. We can find out a equal to 5, b equal to 1, and c equal to 0. So guys, we are now familiar with quadratic equation, and this is the form of x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. The important thing is that a should not equal to 0. Now we are interested in roots of quadratic equation. Roots of quadratic equation. What is roots of quadratic equation? What is first of all, I am writing the general form of quadratic equation. This is general form of quadratic equation: ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Then what is root? On solving the value of x, after solving equation, after solving given equation is called what? Roots of quadratic equation. Okay, guys. Then root is nothing. On solving this equation, this quadratic equation, the value of x which will be found will be called roots of equation. On solving this equation, x, the value of x is called, this is called root of quadratic equation. Okay, guys. So now we are interested in calculating the roots of quadratic equation, solving quadratic equation, how quadratic equation will be solved. Now we are going to learn a very important technique to solve the quadratic equation. Solving quadratic equation. Solving quadratic equation, or we can say calculating roots of quadratic equation. How can we solve quadratic equation? And in another form, how can we calculate the roots of quadratic equation? So we will go very basically. So general form is what? X square plus bx plus equal to 0. Very basically, we are going to solve. You can use this technique in every quadratic equation. So first of all, we take common from left side. What will remain? B by ax plus c by a is equal to 0. Look very carefully this technique. Now what we are going to do is x square plus multiply 2 and divide 2. This will be cut out and there will be no change. And plus what I am going to do is, this is nothing but a square plus 2ab type. So I am going to add a square of this, b by 2a to the whole square. And because I am adding extra thing, I have to subtract that thing so that the equation remains same. Now I am going to write c by a at the end. Are you understanding this technique? This technique is very beautiful technique. This can be applied for every quadratic equation when we are going to solve. Now, what will be this right? What this can be written like x plus b by 2a to the whole square. This is nothing but a square plus 2ab plus b square type. Then what is the formula of a square plus 2ab plus b square? A plus b ka whole square. So x plus b by 2a to the whole square, and rest of thing is written here, c by a minus b square by 4a square. Are you getting me? Good. Now this can be written as x plus b by 2a to the whole square plus taking LCM 4a square. This become 4ac minus b square is equal to 0. Are you getting me? Now what I am going to do is, I am going to take a in the right side. So in the left side will be remain x plus b by 2a to the whole square plus 4ac minus b square by 4a square is equal to 0. Is there any problem, guys? No problem. Good. Now what are I going to do? X plus b by 2a to the whole square is equal to, take this thing to the right side, take this thing to the right side, and what it will become? It will become b square minus 4ac by 4a square. This will, on going this side, it will become negative. Now take a square to the right side, then it will become x by x plus b by 2a to the whole square is equal to, then a square goes to the right side, it will be converted into a square root. Then this will becomes plus minus a square root of b square minus 4ac by a square root of 4a square क्या हो जाएगा guys? 2a. So it will becomes what? Sorry. This will, square will go to the right side and a square will not appear at this point. So what will be value of x? Now on aloning x, take this thing in the right side, it will become minus b by 2a plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Very important result we are going to obtain here. Minus b plus minus in the root of b square minus 4ac by 2. This is very important formula we have. Minus b plus minus in the root of b square minus 4ac by 2. So guys, what we have concluded here, on solving the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, we have got x, we have got what? We have got x is equal to, we have got x is equal to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2. Here we are getting two signs. When we take plus, then we will get one root, and when we take minus, then they will get another root. Hence we are going to obtain two roots. Let's say alpha and beta. Hence alpha is equal to what? Minus b plus under root of b square minus 4ac. One root is this, and other root beta is equal to minus b minus, take sign minus, under root of b square minus 4ac by 2. These are the two roots of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Any problem, guys? Now here one important thing is b square minus 4ac is called discriminant. This is called discriminant. The value in the root is called discriminant of quadratic equation. Discriminant of quadratic equation. Hence d is equal to what? B square minus 4ac. Discriminant is b square minus 4ac. So on simplifying, what get? Alpha is equal to minus b plus under root d by 2a, and beta we get minus b minus under root d by 2. This is the final result we are going to remember, where d is equal to b square minus 4ac. This should be remember, guys. This should be remember. Okay, guys. Now what we have obtained? We have obtained two roots alpha minus b plus root d by 2a and beta minus b minus root d by 2a. Here d is equal to b square minus 4ac. Now we are going to discuss, now we are interested in discuss nature of roots. Very important nature of roots. Nature of root means what? Nature of root means what? Root is real or imaginary. Root is real or imaginary, or roots are equal or distinct. So nature of roots tell us, these roots are real or imaginary or equal or distinct. How can we conclude this? So by the value of d, we can calculate is or the roots are real or imaginary, and our roots are equal and distinct. So there are three cases we can calculate. Case 1, when d greater than 0. Case 2, when d equal to 0. And case 3 what guys? Case 3 what? When d less than 0. D can take three values. This b square minus 4ac can take three values. Either d greater than 0, or d equal to 0, or d less than 0. In first case, if d greater than 0, if we calculate and d becomes greater than 0, then what happens? See this alpha and beta. If d greater than 0, then we will going to obtain two real roots. Two real and distinct roots. Okay guys, we are going to obtain real and two distinct roots. Okay, when d greater equal to 0, what happens when d equal to 0? When d equal to 0, then alpha becomes minus b by 2a and beta becomes minus b by 2a. Both roots becomes equal. Alpha is equal to beta is equal to minus b by 2a. Hence, in this case, what we can calculate? Roots are equal and real. Roots are equal and real. Okay, guys. And third case, if d less than 0, what happens if d less than 0? If d less than 0, the value of d, when value of d is negative, less than 0, then the value under root is negative. Hence, this is not, hence under root d is imaginary. So, in this case, what happens? Roots are not real. Roots are not real. Means roots are imaginary. Roots are imaginary. So guys, we have three important cases which can conclude the nature of root. Either d greater than 0, or d will be less than 0, or d equal to 0. If d is greater than 0, then both roots alpha and beta will be different and real. If d is equal to 0, then both root alpha and beta will be equal and real. If d less than 0, then the value under the root is negative, hence under root d will be imaginary, hence both root alpha and beta will be imaginary. Okay guys, any problem? So now taking we are taking one or two illustrations so we can conclude our lecture here. So I am going to take some illustration. The question is, check nature of roots. Also calculate roots if they exist. Okay, right. First of all, we are checking the root, checking the nature of root, and if the root exists, then calculate that roots. The first example I am going to take is x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. First of all, what we have to do? Check the nature of root. Check the nature of root. What will be value of a? 1, coefficient of x square, b equal to 2, and c equal to 1. So to find the to calculate, to obtain the nature of roots, we have to calculate value of d. value of d, discrete. What is discrete? B square minus 4s. B square 2 square minus 4 into a into c. Put all the values of a, b, c here. We are going to obtain 4 minus 4 equal to 0. D equal to 0. Guys, what is the case? Case number 2. When d equal to 0, what we have read? Roots are what? Roots are real and equal. Very good. Roots are real and equal. Roots are real and equal. Roots are real and equal. And what will be root? Alpha equal to beta minus b by 2 is equal to minus. What is the value of b? Value of b is 2 by 2 into what is the value of a? 1. This will become minus 1. Any problem, guys? No problem. Okay, we are taking another illustration. 2x square plus x minus 1 is equal to 0. What is value of a here? 2 by 2, value of b 1, value of c is minus 1. Any problem? First of all, we calculate discriminant b square minus 4ac. 1 square minus 4 into 2 into c minus 1. What we have obtained? Plus 8 is equal to 9. 9. What is the value of d? 9. So what we conclude? D is greater than 0. When d is greater than 0, then roots are real and what? Distinct. Roots are real and distinct. Now what is value of alpha? Minus b plus under root d by 2a is equal to minus b minus 1 plus under root d 9 by 2 into a 2 minus 1 plus under root 9 3 by 4. 3 minus 1 2 by 4 is equal to 1 by 2. 1 root is 1 by 2. Now what is beta, guys? Minus b minus root d by 2a. Put all the values. Minus 1 minus under root 9 by 2 into a 2. Minus 1 minus 3 by 4. This will becomes what? Minus 4 by 4 is equal to minus. Hence roots are alpha is equal to half and beta is equal to minus. Any problem, guys? No problem. Very good. I am taking the last illustration. X square plus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. What is the value of a, guys? 1. What is the value of b, guys? 3. C, guys? 1. Calculate d. B square minus 4ac. That will becomes 3 square minus 4 into 1 into c1. 9 minus 4. 9 minus 4 is equal to what will happen, guys? 5. Then what we conclude, guys? D greater than 0. Hence roots are real and distinct. Now we can calculate alpha minus b plus root d by 2a and beta is equal to, guys, minus b minus root d by 2a. From here, what will it become? Minus, what is the value of b? 3 plus under root 5 by 2 into a1. This is root 5 minus 3 by 2. And what will be beta? Minus 3 minus under root 5 by 2 into 1. This will be minus root 5 minus 3 by 2. These are two value of alpha and beta. Okay, guys. So this is all about for today lecture. Thank you very much.